Hey loves, it's Angelica aka Angie B. Welcome back to my channel, and today I am finally showing you how I wash my hair in cornrows. And as you can see, my hair came out perfectly fine. I've had these cornrows in for over 2 weeks now, and as I wash them, this is what it looked like afterwards. So as you can see, it's still kind of frizzy, but it's what I expect when I braid my own hair. So it comes out really good. So this was a rice water day. So every other week or sometimes just once a month while my hair is in cornrows, I will use rice water, and this is the Yao Women rice water that I fermented for 180 days. Yes, that's ridiculous, but I do have a whole video on it, and I can link it at the end of this video so you can check it out. But that rice water also has some peppermint and tea tree oil in it. So if you're going to use my exact recipe for this rice water, which is the Yao Women's version, I also add peppermint oil and tea tree oil to it, and it can burn your eyes. So when you're spraying it, you want to make sure you either cover your hand like that, or at least or at least close your eyes. So I'm going ahead and first focusing on my scalp and underneath my braids. That's a very neglected part of your braids, and you can forget to put product there. So make sure you lift your braids up and spray right under the cornrows at the back, and make sure it is completely saturated. My hair is completely dry because I want it to soak up as much pure rice water as possible. So after I focus on the scalp, I go ahead and spray all over the ends, the whole length of the braid that's hanging at the end of the cornrow, because that also needs to be saturated. Rice water is amazing to go all over your hair, but also to go on your scalp. So you want to maximize everything that you can get. And you can see I always tell you I don't braid the ends of my braids, and you can see that it just looks nice and like kind of coiled at the end of my braids instead of tight braids, because that prevents a lot of breakage. So once that is nicely saturated, I go ahead and give myself a nice little scalp massage, and you see that I am very gentle. I do not use my nails. You can see my nails are pretty long. Those are my real nails, and I never use my nails to massage because that can lead to damage. And also, you don't want to rub, you just want to massage in circular motion so that you have no hairs coming off your fingers. I do have detailed videos on how to do a proper scalp massage, so I can link it in the pinned comment at the bottom of this video, so you can check that out if you want to know how to do a proper scalp massage without getting any damage, because scalp massages are highly beneficial, and if you're not new to this channel, then you know I love them so much. So once I finish massaging, I go ahead and spray rice water again all over the top of my braids, and just spray a bunch of it so that in case any of the hair didn't get enough of the rice water, it can just, soak it up. And luckily, rice water has some nice like viscosity to it, so it's not like onion juice or onion water. It won't drip down like crazy. It's just gonna hold nicely in your hair. Then I'm going to put this plastic bag over my head. I did not have a plastic shower cap, and I did not feel like going anywhere to buy one because we're in the middle of a pandemic, so I'm gonna use a plastic bag. So I went ahead and just like, knotted that up and tucked it in. You don't want to pull out any hairs or make it too tight. And then I left this in my hair for a full 20 minutes. Actually, I stayed with it for about 30 minutes, and I didn't go under heat only because it can loosen the braids a bit too much. So this was after about 30 minutes, and here I am in the shower, and you start off by rinsing out the rice water. So I just rinse it out. I just stand under the shower. My pressure is kind of bad right now because it's too cold, and we use a solar geyser, to save on power and the environment, okay? So the water is not super hot, so the pressure is kind of bad. So I saturate my hair first and make it just, rinse out as much rice water as possible without using anything in it. And then this is a co-wash day. So if you're not new to this channel, every time I use rice water, I do not use shampoo, I co-wash. So there I'm using the herbal essences if you're American. And this is the argan oil one. I will link it in the description box below, as well as everything else that can be purchased. I will link it online. So as you can see, it's getting the dirt out of my hair, and I'm rinsing it just the same way I would do a shampoo, like lathering it up and just going all across my scalp. And here I'm showing you how I'm lathering it up. I only go in the not the opposite direction. You want to go in the direction of the lines that you made, and this prevents having less frizz. Now, if your hair is like mine and you braid your own hair and it's not the neatest in the world, you are already prone to frizz. So rubbing in the opposite direction can actually increase the amount of frizz, and nobody wants that because your hair is just going to look worse way faster. So you want to make sure you rub nicely, but underneath the braids you can basically do it in any kind of direction, you can because no one can see the hair under there. Then I go ahead and just rinse the hair the same way I did the rice water. I just stand under the shower head and let my hair get completely soaked with water. And then I go ahead and just kind of like squeeze it out to make sure that all the conditioner is out. And that's all I need to clean my hair. I don't feel like I need shampoo. And to deep condition, I'm using the Maui Moisture Argan Oil Deep Conditioner. And then I go ahead and dilute it a little bit with some water from the shower just to make it a little bit lighter so that it can absorb much easier into my hair. Now, this is kind of a lighter conditioner anyway, so it doesn't really get clogged in your hair. So try not to use a very thick deep conditioner because you want to make sure that it washes out easy and you don't want any clumps or buildup in your hair when it's time for the takedown process. So I put it all over my hair. I put it underneath my cornrows at the back, and then I go ahead and put it all over the cornrows, just all the way down as well. Then anywhere where I feel like there's not enough deep conditioner, I go ahead and add a little bit more so that it's nicely incorporated everywhere. And you need every part of your hair to be nicely conditioned. Then I go ahead and give myself another nice scalp massage to make sure that the product is mixed well all in my hair. And it also just boosts the blood flow and it helps your hair just get nice and clean, because any areas that you might have missed or not tackled, you can go ahead and do that here. So now I put the bag on my head again for another about 15 minutes. I don't step out of the shower. I just go ahead and do my shower routine. If I need to do a body scrub or anything like that, I find anything to do to pass the time so that I can have a couple more minutes. I don't leave this in for too long because again, I don't want my hair to just start loosening up and getting too soft. As long as it's deep conditioned for long enough, then it's time to rinse it out exactly how I rinsed out the other conditioner. Again, I stand under the water, let it get saturated, and then I rinse it all out. And now it's time to moisturize my hair. I usually moisturize it in the shower or when I get out. It just depends. So here I am spraying this S-Curl No Drip all over my hair, and then I'm spraying a little bit more extra into the palm of my hands and focusing this on my edges and just the tops of my braids to make sure that it is nicely saturated. Then I spray the actual braids at the bottom of the cornrows as well to make sure they are nicely hydrated. And here I'm just mixing everything up all together. Then I go ahead and braid that hair at the back. Sometimes I'll just tie it and fold it. And this is so that as the water is dripping out, I don't lose any of the product. It's kind of slightly dry. I squeezed out all the excess water, but it is still pretty wet. So what I do at this stage is usually I'll let my hair dry until it's about 50% dry, like completely no water dripping, and then I'll use an oil to seal everything in. So there I was just showing you how I would do it. My hair was too wet here, so I couldn't show you, so I was just showing that I put it down the lines, I massage, then I go ahead and put it on my edges, and then I do a massage again. Then I put some in the palm of my hands and just go over the back of my braids as well so that everything is nicely moisturized and sealed. And that is my simple wash day. Hit the subscribe button by hitting my face on the side of the screen if you didn't in the beginning. Hit the bell. Watch the two videos on the side of the screen if you'd like to see any of my older videos. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you want to see in the comments below, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!